Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Rim Wars. As we have entered a cold snap, I figured it would be a good time to explore some of the craftable outfits that we do have access to because of these Star Wars mods. We have killed a bantha off camera as we are trying to tame these guys. One of them did lash out an attack, and so we did kill them, but we have almost 500 hide, and so I figured it would be a good time to try and use some of that to create some warm clothes. As you can see, Wizard and Revith both are lacking the warmth needed. I think that I'm not sure how much heat it provides, but I think I would like to try and make our entire colony wear some Tuscan Raider garments. So we will make 7 of those, as well as it looks like that's all we have access to for now. We will build a tailoring bench as soon as we can and see what other options we have, but we will make some of the Tuscan Raider garb and equip that across the board, and that way hopefully it will provide enough heat to get through this cold snap. We also have a few visitors, so let's just see. They are a group of Twi'lek, so we will see what they have in store for us once they arrive at the colony. The other thing that I will mention is that these Krayt dragons are doing quite a number to the wild animals around our base. As you can see, there is just a mass of monkey and rat and boar skeletons around. They seem to be very hungry very quickly and just eat whatever is in their path. So we will be looking at dealing with those guys in the near future. You are also able to craft a lightsaber from their I believe it's their horn if you can successfully kill one, but they are quite powerful to deal with, so I don't really want to mess around with them just quite yet. Maybe set up our kill field first and then try and take them on, but we are a little ways away. As you can see, research is coming along fairly slowly. Now that we have air conditioning almost finished, we will look at generating some turrets, but again, that is quite a ways away as well. So we do want to progress this colony fairly quickly here, but for now I just wanted to focus in on some of the garment that we can make and just keep these guys warm as we have approached a cold snap, and we are in the middle of winter right now. And so now that these guys are close enough, we will see what they have to offer in a trade. We don't have very much silver right now, so if we can try and take as much silver from them as possible, that would probably be fairly beneficial. They aren't selling anything of use to us. We will give them about 290 cloth. That will give us a good supply of silver, and then I'm thinking we will also give these guys a gift and gift them the rest of our cloth, or at least a good majority of it. We are going to be making lots of it once growing season is back, and so want to take advantage of building some friendly alliances with the local factions. And so let's go into gift mode here, and we will gift them our short bow. We're not really going to be using it anymore, and we are going to be making lots of beer as well, so that's not much of an issue. As well as smoke leaf joints, we do have a fair amount of those, and we are growing and producing them fairly quickly now once this cold snap is over, so we will gift them those, and maybe we will look at giving them 100 cloth. That will give us +3, not the greatest, but anything will help with these guys right now. As you can see, our relationships are now sitting at 23, which is good. And let's just make sure we can get this gold back into our base right away. Now, for those who might be interested about the bantha, we are training them right now. We should probably train them to attack as well. So let's turn that on for all 3 of them. We were able to get 3 banthas. 2 of them are bulls, so only 1 will be able to be pregnant. And hopefully we can start breeding these banthas and produce a little bit of a bantha farm. They do produce this blue milk, which is kind of cool. It's a nice little touch, but again, not much different than the regular milk that a cow will produce. We have also developed power on our site. Because we are in such a wood-heavy territory, we are just running a wood-fired generator. It's enough to keep the rooms heated and the colonists comfortable. And now, looking at this, we will go with complex clothing, and then we can explore some of these other options that we have. So we have some Jedi and Sith robes, as well as some modified shirts and a dark Sith robe by the looks of it. I'm not sure what the difference would be on those, but we will research complex clothing and see what comes of that. And we are dealing with some mad rats as well. So let's get Jendo and Terra recruited to deal with these guys. And we will use the Force Lightning on one right away. Jendo needs to get over here to do that. And she can use her Force Defense. Jendo can... oh, they've already dealt with them. That was fairly quickly. So let's heal self and unrecruit both of them. Now, because I have Terra on research, she can do it all day very regularly, and I can keep pumping up her Force skill. They do gain the Force ability with the more tasks that they do. And so as you can see in her bio, her intellectual, she has a strong passion for it. And so it is helping her Force points generate a little bit quicker, which is good. And we also have Jendo. His work schedule and assignments is a little bit different. We have him doing some wardening, some crafting, and then a lot of other tasks. I'm just trying to keep him as busy as possible and prioritize what he is best at. But his skill levels aren't going up quite as fast. We do have another Force point, and so I'm thinking that we will use the Force points on one of these powers. I'm not a big fan of Force Rage. It's a little bit tricky to use, and I'd rather have him work on some of these other skills first. And so maybe we'll just do Force Choke. It does stun the opponent as well, so it would be good for large raids, having an enemy just incapacitated for a few seconds. So we will advance in that power. I also realized on the last episode that when we sent them off into battle, they hadn't actually meditated when I sent them off because the game was on pause. So if we go into our needs, their Force pool is a little bit better now, so I'm not too worried about having them meditate. And so we do have the first Tuscan Raider garment. Hopefully we can get the advanced version of the clothes researched pretty quickly here, but for now, Wizard is wearing basically rags, and so... oh, maybe we didn't make this one, but we will get him to equip that, and let's just take a look at this outfit. So it would be nice to get some masks going on them for sure. Cool little detail that you can add to your game in order to add a more engaging experience, make it feel a little bit more like Star Wars. Of course, if you're going to run on a Tatooine playthrough, you could be running just as a Tuscan Raider tribe, which would be pretty sweet. You do have the ability to collect banthas and that as well. So I do heavily suggest installing these mods. The links to all of them are in the description down below. If you're looking for some new mods, or maybe you're familiar with some of these but not all of them, it does lead to a very Star Wars feel in your Rimworld game, and I'm a really big fan of what has been coming so far from it. Just as a heads up, don't pick Kashyyyk. If you're interested in what map is a good choice for your playstyle, I do have 2 videos up highlighting all of the maps that the Biomes Replace mod does have. They went up in the last 2 days, and so you can take a look at those and see what might be fit for your style of playthrough, what your skills are, and what kind of challenge you're looking to take on. Now, I am a little concerned. If we take a look at the wildlife tab, we are facing a very small amount of wildlife, and at the amount that these Krayt dragons do eat, they will probably be coming for our colony very quickly here. We should probably look at what we can do about it. So I'm thinking we may start building out this kill field and kind of trigger them and just make them run through a bunch of traps and have everyone ready to fire on the other side of this wall once they get in there. So we will start planning that out and then see how well we can fend off one of them. This may be a complete flop, but we will give it a shot and see how it goes. Okay guys, so the first thing that you will notice is that all of our colonists, except for Space General, have been equipped with the Tuscan Raider gear. Now, I wanted to take a quick look at the gear and see what it all does for you, just so you guys know. So it does produce a negative beauty, which is interesting, as well as a higher flammability rate, which is kind of to be expected. The market value going on it is fairly high, and it only requires cloth to make, so it is a pretty it's a pretty decent armor to be making and just selling off. The protection is okay, and the insulation, it does help a little bit with the cold, but it is interesting to make this and see what it all comes with. The one thing I will note is that it did force the colonists to unequip any armor that they already had on. So as you can see, we had flak pants and a flak vest and recon armor on some of our colonists, and they had to take all of it off. They weren't even able to wear the vest over top of it, which is interesting to note. And I have developed a trap haul here. Okay guys, so we do have our traps in place now. We do want to take on this Krayt dragon, as it is eating every ounce of wildlife that we have on our map. And so we're going to get Jendo out here to aggro it first step. And then we're just going to pause it really quick because I'm kind of terrified of this thing. But we will get everybody out here except for Revith is incapable of fighting. We will get them out here, and we will get Jendo here. I know it's not ideal to have him running through these traps, but as this dragon is seeking revenge, we do want to try and lure it through these traps if possible. And hopefully it comes. Yeah, so it is on its way. We have charged up Terra and Jendo's force abilities, so hopefully between the two we are going to be able to take this thing on. And it is tanking through our traps. Let's just take a quick pause here. It is taking quite a bit of damage, so hopefully we can weaken it enough. It is in a medium amount of pain, but as you can see, it's not dealing near enough damage as what we hoped. It is through probably, I'd say, close to a quarter, if not a bit more, of our traps. And so hopefully we can beat this thing through to the end. Oh, we've taken it down, which is good. I didn't expect it to die from those traps, but if that's the case, we will unrecruit all of these guys, and it is dead. So we will get Loki. We will, oh sorry, not Loki. We will get, who is designated to hauling? Space General. So we will get Space General to haul this thing, and we will get it butchered as soon as possible. But I think with that being said, we have seen the Tuscan Raider armor, and we have defeated the Krayt dragon, and so it will be good to get that thing. We will butcher it as soon as possible. I did see something about the Krayt dragon being used for a lightsaber, but I'm not quite sure all the details on that. And so I will look into that, but for now, that will be the end of the episode as soon as we get this thing butchered. And now we have saved all of the local wildlife from being taken out. We do have, of course, the local threats like panthers and stuff, but they're not going to be demolishing through herds of monkeys and rats and all of that on a regular basis. And so will be very good to see the outcome of what happens with this thing. Let's just get him butchering. This is what we needed right here, the Krayt dragon horn. So yes, I hope you're enjoying the content. This Star Wars week is coming to a close here. I am going to try and put out one more episode tomorrow. I'm not quite sure what we're going to focus on just yet, but it will be a highlight of one of the mods that I have equipped if I can put together something. I guess you'll find out on Friday. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you're enjoying the Star Wars content, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you're enjoying what you're seeing, leave a like button as well. It helps me out. immensely. It encourages me to continue making this content for you guys. And again, I just want to thank all of the Star Wars Rim Wars subscribers that have joined the channel. Just another reminder of how much I appreciate you guys. This week I have dedicated to you guys. It is a solely Star Wars content kind of week. And so thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm It's Switz, and we will catch you next time.